Yo, what is going down? It has been quite some time since I've been live. I think I did the Bills game, not this past Bills game, but the Bills game before. And I am out in the snowstorm right now. I picked up a couple groceries, just being selfish. We didn't need any, but there's, I got some comfort food I wanted to get because I know I'm going to be out uh, snow blowing. We got about Since I went to sleep last night, we got about 4 inches, which ain't much. Um, about a half an hour away where my parents live, got about 2 feet. So it's about to swing around, or it has swung around more or less, and it's coming to us. We got an emergency text. It woke up the whole house, saying that there's going to be travel bans and a whole bunch of snow and stuff coming our way. So I'll just say hi to everybody. Stiggs, how are you? Andrea, what's going down? Sven, what's happening? April, what's going on? How are you? Osada, what's going down? So, yeah, I'll put the camera on in a minute. I'm going to try to put it on my dashboard. So basically what's going on with me, because I don't want to keep saying it, but my knee is not healing the way it was supposed to be. And let's be clear, okay, Stiggs? Let's be clear. All right? I did not get a knee replacement. All right? I had multiple tears, and I was bone on bone in a big spot in my knee above my meniscus. They drilled 5 holes in my knee bone to re-stimulate new cartilage. All right? So it is not healing the way it's supposed to be. It still hurts to walk. I do use a cane here and there. And on February 2nd, I'm going to see the surgeon. I've been in contact with him, and we are going to address some things between PRP or visco injections to try to do alternate treatment. So I'm just letting everybody know, because I don't want to say on repeat, and that's one of the reasons I haven't been on, is just because I just been in a badass mood. So, so that's all I'm going to say about that anyway. So February 2nd, I'll know a little bit more where I'm going with everything. But right now, it still sucks, and that's it. I don't want to sit here and whine. Hang on, I'll put the link down in a minute there. Hang on a second. No, I know, Bucky, and that's another thing I was going to say is today is the day that my 15-year-old gets to learn how to use the snowblower. So if I'm going to be supervising today. But like I said, we got about 4 inches. It's snowing and blowing right now. The good thing is the winds aren't really bad at all. So it's just, just constantly coming down. But I'll put the link up in a second. Give me a second. What's up, Mike F? How are you? Thindu, what is going down? Yeah, Stiggs does need a replacement. A fucking brain replacement. So, yeah. You stopping to see Yankees there, Mike F? I'm just waiting for, I only went in the grocery store for 15 minutes, and I'm waiting now. I got to re-defrost my windshield. It is cold. Carol, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, it is definitely cold out. I'm layered up. I got thermals on under my jeans, and then I'll have to bust out the my overalls later. Those are real warm. They're made for a freezer. So, but yeah, actually, my wife is at work. There wasn't a travel ban, so they made her go in, and so they're letting her out at noon. So she'll be out of work in about an hour or so, and then she's going to have to make the trek home. But the good thing is her little car, little Jeep or whatever, it's 4-wheel drive. It handles really well. I was out driving it the other day. Where are you backing into, dude? Yo, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Where the fuck are you going? Look at this. If I didn't beep the horn, she would have backed right into me. Oh, my God. I don't know if she didn't see me or if you turn it around. Why would you do a 9-point turn in this parking lot? Holy moly. The last thing I need is my car getting smashed right now. Hang on, guys. Hang on 1 second. I got to fix something. That was a little too close for comfort, man. You guys were all witness. All right. All right. So that was a little. I still don't understand why they did that. They had empty spaces they could have pulled into, and got out much easier than doing a 5,000 point turn. Holy crap! I hope you guys love my avatar. I hope this is the resting image you have of me when I'm not around. All right, so what I'm going to try to do, I'll drop the link here. See if anybody wants to come on. That's up to you guys, but if not, no big deal. I'm going to, man, I am so, like, I haven't done a show from my phone or period in a while, so I'm, like, refreshing myself here. Yeah, I'll get home. Don't worry. I'm not far. I'm not far at all from home. Oh, man, now my wife's calling me. Hang on 1 second, guys. Hang on 1 second. All right, are you still here? Yeah, my wife said she nicked a guardrail on the way home. Awesome, 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 awesome. Oh my God. All right, well I'll have to. She said she doesn't think there's any damage to her car, but we'll find out. So that's what I have to go home to right now. All right, let me drop the link. I don't know if you guys even heard. You might even heard that whole conversation. I don't know. Unfucking believable. What's up, Paul? How are you? All right. Let's see here. No, I wasn't getting yelled at, but like I said, she's nervous because she thinks there might be damage to her car. Can you guys hear me? Let me know, please. I got to get out of this parking lot. I'm getting full-blown anxiety right now. Oh my God! Hang on, guys. If you could see what chaos this is. What's up, Tony? How are you? That avatar. Somebody took my picture when I was sitting at a restaurant and put it in their, what is that Snapchat filter, and they put it in there.
Using Snapchats? You're using Snapchats, you?
I'm not using Snapchat. I don't even know how to use it. What the fuck was that now? Hang on. I'm gonna.
You sound. I think it would be best if you got home. I'm thinking. I don't know.
So I'm at, like I said, I'm pulling out of Dash's right now. Not far from my house. So what's going down, Stakes?
You should be home, I believe. Not sure.
I'll be home. I'll be home in 5 minutes.
You know, when we get 4 inches of snow, the fucking state shuts down over here.
Well, the roads are pretty bad.
Snow. You get 4 feet of snow, it's just like I got a plow today. That's it. Over here, it's a disaster. 4 inches. Unbelievable. What a difference.
Yeah, so I put you in the background right now, but yeah, here's the road right now. So
Wow.
yeah,
Yes,
it's
it
not
is.
terrible. I mean, it is slick though. It is real slick. I can't believe my wife. She said she kicked out and god damn it. She said she kicked out and hit the guardrail on the way home. So
Yeah, well, these things
I'm
happen.
surprised she's got 4-wheel drive. It's probably because when I texted her earlier, I said make sure you put it in snow mode. It's still all-wheel drive regardless, but in snow mode, all 4 wheels spin together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, but when you're on ice, it doesn't matter how many wheels turn. You know,
Right. Andrea, how
ice.
are you?
We all stop
Good
the same
morning
on
to the
ice.
both of
It
you.
doesn't even
Come on,
matter.
I've been backstage for 19 minutes. Not even Sticks waits
You're
so
full of
much on the
shit. You.
backstage.
You're full of shit.
How are you both
Yeah,
doing?
I'm good.
doing all right.
Doing good.
It's the good thing is that she's home and she's out of work, so at least I don't got to worry about her, driving home. What's up there, BK Skip? How are you? It's going down.
So for how long
Um,
do you think the weather is going to be like this?
I don't know. They said it's supposed to be till Thursday night, I think.
Wow.
So yeah, right now it's not really doing much. Right now, it's just blowing. Whatever drifts are there is blowing now. So right now it's like a whiteout because so. Like I said, I
Ma-
selfishly went to the grocery store. There's some things I wanted, and I didn't have to leave the house. We have plenty of groceries from preparing for the other night. So,
But you're in storm eat mode. The storm, let's eat.
well, you know what? I'm probably going to be outside a lot today. Snow blowing or watching my son snow blow. You know what I mean?
It's good
So,
stuff. It's good stuff. Just be careful with that kid. These kids don't know these things, and it jams up, and you gotta watch.
oh yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
How is the
So,
situation in Jersey, Tommy?
hang on one second, guys. You're gonna have to stare at my face for a while.
Can you hear me, guys?
Um,
Because we're off screen. We're off screen. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
hang on,
we
hang
can
on,
hear you.
hang on, hang on,
Okay.
hang on, hang on. I can hear you.
Jersey's icy and wet and damp and messy and cold, but it's a
Wow.
beautiful day. The sun is shining. You just deal with it. Keep on going. That's it.
Yeah.
Good, good.
But those
Oh,
guys,
I really
are
hope there's. Ugh.
those guys
I
get
really
some
hope there's no
serious
freaking
snow.
damage. Yeah. So if you look in front of me here, yeah, it's snowing. It's just blowing. It's not even really snowing. It's just
Yeah.
swirling around all over the place right now.
Andrea, if we got that here, we'd be shut down for a month until June.
Wow.
Oh, this ain't
We
shit.
wouldn't know what to do with that. We wouldn't know what to do with that. Oh my
This ain't.
God. Look at that.
This
What
ain't
the
nothing, man.
fuck?
All right. I'm in the driveway, and I'm gonna go off camera for a moment, and I don't see anything on her car.
Let's see the damage here. Oh,
I don't.
I took a saw.
No, I don't see anything.
It might be a quarter panel or something.
I don't. Well, she might have hit it with a wheel or something. I don't know, but I don't see nothing. I don't want to get out in the tundra right now either. So I'm home. My mom is in the chat. I'm home. Don't worry. We're good. Everything's okay. So wifey is home. My son is still asleep, and my daughter's awake.
Wow.
So, Andrea, how are you over there? You still battling it out? How was your vacation?
Lovely, lovely. I managed to spend a couple of weeks in Italy. It was beautiful. I spent all
Good
the
for you.
possible time with my parents. It was just, I'm really cherishing this time, because knocking wood, who knows? But I want to just build those memories because you never know for how long it will last,
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah. How many
Bucky,
languages do you speak, Andrea?
What did you say, Tommy? Can you repeat in English?
How many languages do you speak?
Oh, I speak Italian and a little bit of English. So.
Nice.
Bucky, she went into work she left the house at 7 a.m. and she was supposed to be a normal work day today. So, but they let her out much earlier, I guess. They said originally at noon. That's when it was lunch, but it must have gotten pretty bad over by her where her work was, and they just told everyone to go. So she's home now though. But
one question to the father, because
yeah.
we never have like a snowstorm like this. When I was back in Italy for Christmas, it was 65, 70 degrees. It was really
Wow.
hot. We almost had people on the beach, just to let you know. So what's happening? What's going on? Did they shut everything down? Do people go to school? Do people don't go to school? Do people go to work? What's going on?
So it's pretty crazy. So my kids, they called my kids off of school yesterday. They called, yeah. So I don't know, by the time they got out of school yesterday, they called them off for the next day. You know what I mean? So they anticipate, and a lot of times they get it wrong here. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say we're getting 9,000 inches of snow and we get enough to cover the driveway. So it's just weird. But like, if I go, like I said, about a half an hour from here, they're buried. They're in a state of emergency. They can't leave. You know what I mean? They're just they can't even plow the roads. They got to sometimes bring in the National Guard and people from all over, anywhere, and they'll pay the people to plow. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, like right now, like if I was still working, if I wasn't out on on leave, I would be at work. They'd expect me to go in tonight. You know what I mean? Even though, and a lot of times they shut the throughways down. Like before the Bills game, that's one of the reasons they shut, or they pushed the Bills game forward, was because they shut the throughways down. They couldn't get here. You know what I mean? So they actually have like railroad gates that they put down, and you can't get on the throughway if you wanted to. So
I remember in Rome we had 1 inch of snow in 2009. And the city completely paralyzed. People didn't go to work. People that were supposed, for example, to drive public transport didn't go to work because they were like, "Come on, it's crazy. There is 1 inch of snow. Why shall we go to work?"
Wow. Yeah.
The city completely blocked, paralyzed.
Well, you know what it is like I have a friend who just moved to Tennessee and they got like 5 to 6 inches of snow, and they're stuck. You know what I mean? They don't have the equipment and the stuff to remove or melt the snow. So they basically got to wait until nature takes its course. So my mom says here, I have over a foot of snow on the top of her car. Yeah, that's just on the top of her. That's just on the top of her car. If you look in her front lawn, she's probably got 3 feet.
Jeez.
And that's and her and where she is butts up to the place where I was talking about with a state of emergency right now. You know what I mean? Like they cannot. It's just almost senseless to even try. And that's the other thing too, is people got to, yeah, she said over 3 foot of snow in her front lawn. Yeah. So yeah. So, and that's the thing too, is you got to watch. I mean, because people exhaust themselves and have been known to have heart attacks when they're shoveling snow. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just, you got to be careful. You know what I mean? You could be in the best shape of your life and you go and keep shoveling this kind of crazy crap. You know what I mean? And you exhaust yourself. You know what I mean? So, and that's the thing. I got a snowblower. It's not a giant one, but it's, it does the job, but I got to do it more than somebody else that has a bigger one. You know what I mean? So,
that's insane.
Well, that could be taken so many different ways. But anyway, but
you're dirty, man.
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
Not in ours. We weren't again anything like that. Only you.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you guys have different codes there for like building and roofing and all of that stuff? Roof strength and micro lambs. I don't know if you know what a micro lamb is, but micro lambs and beams and stuff like that. You might not know what a micro lamb is. I'm speaking of but
I'm sure that there's
reinforced. A micro lamb is basically something that reinforces your roofing or structure. So do you have any different codes there, being that you get so much snow? I mean, that's crazy.
I'm sure it's probably different than somebody in Florida, or then again they get hurricanes, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hurricane codes, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But I'm sure there's got to be. I honestly I don't know the answer to that question. I really don't.
Yeah.
How's my hair look? Okay, look all right. What's it called? So yeah, Payne, you're right. Absolutely right on that one. I won't deny that one. Yeah. Why does the background look like the Caribbean and there's 3 feet of snow out?
That's a lake.
The Caribbean. Hang on, let me flip the camera. around.
No,
You fucking
not
ball
that.
break.
He means the background, your StreamYard background,
Yep.
not your
Oh,
background, not behind you.
okay. I was gonna say,
Which
hang
place
on.
is that,
I'll
Godfather?
Andrea, help. Like,
hang on. So
he had to paint. He had to paint. He's been eating like an animal. He's got one leg, so he has to have his weight up, no doubt.
yeah, I'm just about to chop it off and get a fucking peg leg real soon. So,
I mean, I just don't understand. I don't want to talk about it again. Never mind. But at this point, you need a change part. Fuck all of that. Never mind.
Need
Go
what?
back. Okay, so how about them Yankees?
yeah. Did I put weight on?
Well,
I think I put a little bit of weight on. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not 90 pounds heavier, but I probably put a few pounds on, no doubt.
Godfather, how about hearing a second opinion for the knee?
Can you repeat that, please?
How about hearing a second opinion for the knee and not waiting until the 2nd of February or 5th of February, what you mentioned before?
We'll see how it goes. Believe me, I got so much time in my hands. I've thought about just about everything, so don't worry.
Good.
But no, the Caribbean. No, that's actually a campsite. That's about 15 minutes from my house. It's on Grand Island, so it's in between. It's in between like my town and Niagara Falls. There's an island, and it's you could pay like $5 and go fishing there. So during the summer, I took my daughter fishing there, and then it was such a nice like picture. I just took it. You know what I mean? So. But it's a really cool. If you ever, people who like camping, it's really popular, and they got a lot of activities and stuff there too. It was really cool. But we just went there to fish. So,
good stuff.
But yeah. So I really hope there's really no damage to her car. I don't see anything. There's nothing sticking out to me. When all the snow melts, it'll look like it got sideswiped by a tractor trailer. My luck.
Yeah.
So,
although I suggest when you go back home, pretend that there is a major damage. It's good that she will feel guilty. It's always better.
No, I'm home. I'm in the driveway right now. I'm good. So that's the one thing I said. I said if I'm in the driveway, I'm doing a show. So
that's great.
Yeah, you might be right, Bucky. But I've known the guy who operated on me since 2nd grade. So I really don't think that's I don't think that would happen. I don't think he would do that. You know what I mean? I would never let that happen. If my gut told me that. So, but are you still at your girlfriend's there, Stiggs?
I did. I stayed there last night. Today I'll go home.
You're going home? You're already home, or you're going home?
I'm at work right now. I'm at work. Physically at work.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is only 4 blocks from where she is, so it's much easier for me. I am about 10 minutes. She is about 4 minutes from my job. So
nice.
So when it's bad weather, I just.
Is she also from Nutley? Stiggs?
She's right. Yeah, she's from Nutley. I'm not from Nutley, but she's from Nutley. I live in Nutley now, but
yeah, you are in Belleville.
She was a Nutley girl, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just I don't. It's still, and then it'll start coming down like crazy. The good thing is, like I said, a podcast that was made the other day. I got stuff for. Oh, we're good. So
yeah, you're all set up.
I will, Silo. Relax. I will. I'll figure something out. Like I said, I can't really afford to lose much more money. I'm not gonna lie in that one. So, hey, Mustang Mike, how are you?
What does it mean, Godfather? Sorry, they don't pay you if you're sick?
Well, I technically, I didn't say it happened at work. It's not a work-related injury, even though my job progressed the initial injury. You know what I mean? So, everyone's like, "Oh, you should have said it happened at work." I'm not that type of person that like scams like that. I just, even if it did, I don't know. But so after 90 days, which is coming up soon, I will get a what do they call it? Long-term disability or
Long-term
whatever.
disability. Yeah. Long-term
Yeah.
disability.
So I will get some money for that. So that's one good thing about my company is that they didn't give me anything in the interim, but after 90 days they will start giving me money. So and then and like I said, I've paid people to go out and do gigs for me, so I've had income coming in that way too. So
But is it the company or is it the state that gives you that disability once that kicks in?
I think they have their own. I think they have their own policy because human resources didn't. It's nothing to even do with human resources. It's strictly with the company.
Right.
So disability, I canceled it. I told them told them where to go because they basically said for the $170 a week that they were going to giving me, I wasn't able to generate any more income. That's it.
Oh my Lord.
Or I'd have to tell them every single penny I made. You know what I mean? So
what the fuck?
So I just said, well, what if I don't want your $170 and just take my chances with my business? Because I have contracts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on disability. I got to cancel your photo booth and lose $600. Sorry.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know. So I told them. I said they basically said if you cancel, then you can do whatever you want. I said okay, I'm done.
Wow.
All right. Submit a letter. Yeah, submit a letter. Email this address, and you're done. And that was it.
That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah, don't matter if you made 200 a week or 2,000 or 5,000 a week, whatever. They get you $170 if you don't have short-term disability. $170 fucking dollars. I almost threw my guts up. So
it's nothing.
But you know, it is what it is at this point. You know, I don't know. You know, there's a lot of people who have it worse. You know what I mean? You know, there's a girl I graduated, or she graduated a year ahead of me. She was on my school bus, and she's in the hospital getting chemo right now. So I should just keep my fucking mouth shut. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So, always appreciate what you have. It doesn't matter. You know, you might have some problems. There are people that are in a much worse condition, and let's be positive. You know, you might get better. Yeah. You have the mindset, which is a positive mindset to get better. You want to work. Imagine all of the people that are just sitting home and hoping that something happens so that they can't work. For you, it's different. You want to work. You enjoy that. You enjoy spending some time doing something, having a meaning in life. So why be negative? It's going to be good.
Believe me, I would, you know, as bad as it is to say, I'd love to be at work. You know what I mean? I'm sick of being in the house. You know,
I'm the same. You know.
No, it's
I was sick for a couple of days. Let's say for almost 10 days. I got a really, really bad flu in Italy. So just when I got back to Hungary on the 31st of December, it hit me bad. But I was I still have to work. Otherwise, I will get crazy with my mind, you know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's my biggest thing is you know, I'm my own worst enemy when I have too much time on my hands. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, time sometimes isn't good for people.
Yeah. Exactly. So, you know, I try to keep busy. And the thing is, too, is, you know, the kids have been out of school a little bit. And, you know, we had the Christmas and the New Year's break, you know what I mean? So it's not like I've been alone the whole time. So.
But I got one question for you, considering that you spent a lot of time home. We knew that you already had a great relationship with Cooper, but the other dog was a little bit socialist, right? Did the situation improve or not?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So I'll say that it improves when my wife is not home, when she's at work. All right. So as soon as she comes in the door, I'm that asshole again. You know what I'm saying? I'm the competition again. As soon as she walks in the door, that dog, it's, you know, these little bastards. I literally, we shoveled a giant square in my side yard over here, so they could go and piss and shit because they couldn't trudge through the snow, you know, with their little legs. You know what I mean? So yeah. So we literally I put we shoveled out a square, like a big rectangle in our side yard, and then I put a path to the fence because he likes to scream at the other dog. They bark at each other, so I could tell it was bothering him that he couldn't go over to that corner. So I put a beeline over there so he can go to the fence and scream at the other dog. So ALV, how are you? What's going on, Tony? You're doing a show tonight? You and Craig? was gonna say, drop the link in here if you want.
What time?
Yeah, what time?
I didn't see a link. I didn't see a thumbnail.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if Craig's got a thumbnail, Tony, get the link and throw it in here, or if anybody else wants to. ALV, how are you? What's going down? So yeah, I'm just sitting in the driveway for now. The good thing is I got these big ass muck boots. They call them muck boots, and they go up to my knee. You know what I mean? They're good. They're good boots. So,
Good.
but yeah, so we'll be out here battling in a little while. There's no sense of trying to do it now. It's the good thing is it's powder. It's not like slush or anything yet. You know what I mean? The big thing is you got to watch because the plow trucks come by and then they just bury the apron with real, hard snow. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, what is today, by the way? Wednesday? Is it Wednesday or Thursday today? I don't even know what day it is.
You're at this level, Godfather? Come on. 17th of January, Wednesday.
I really, I didn't. I'm, everyone's like, oh, I'm at work. I'm here. I'm there. It's Stiggs. I'm at work. Anthony, I'm at work. Yeah. I feel like it's Sunday to me right now. So I
You
feel
have
like
no concept of days. That's a whole different situation.
Yeah. Oh, it's really blowing here. It's really blowing here right now.
I'm gonna drop out in a couple of minutes. My wife is coming back home. She goes to work at her sister's place. She doesn't work from home, because she needs to be with her sister all the time because they are twins.
Oh.
Jeez, she's coming home soon. We are having a bit of a situation because I really would like to relocate somewhere else.
Oh, she doesn't want to leave her sister then, huh?
Yeah, she really does not want to, They are twins. They're not really people,
Yeah. That's
it's
tough.
a difficult situation, I would like to move either to Italy, where I have my parents and she have her parents as well, or to move somewhere else. I don't know, Canada, US. We will see. But it's really difficult to get to US, because I don't have any criminal record. So it's really difficult to be an immigrant in the US if you don't have any criminal record.
Okay. Oh,
is
man.
it only me, or is it just my perception, or I don't know? I should ask Anthony,
No, just go to Mexico. You could walk over for nothing.
I should do, I rob a store in Mexico and then try to walk.
That's all. They'll give you a phone and a ride somewhere, and you'll be all right. Put you up in a hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, Stiggs! I didn't even notice Stiggs took right off. What a jerk! You're a jerk, Stiggs. He probably had a work call. Oh, cut it out. He's Italian there, SBK. Cut your shit.
Well, maybe because I have a brush hole in my throat.
That's great. Good for you. Oh man. So
let's see how the situation will be. Let's see if I'll stick in Hungary for a while or I'll relocate somewhere. I really don't know. We will see. We will see.
Bucky said he shoveled yesterday. Yeah. Well, good. Like I said, I don't have a giant driveway, so that's one of the good things. However, I got I'm like I said before, I'm on a corner lot, so I probably got at least 100 foot of sidewalk between the front of my house and the side of my house going on the other street. So it's bad enough I got to do the driveway, and then I got to do the whole freaking sidewalk. But if my neighbors, there's people like it's like how could you say it? It's like a pay it forward sort of thing. So if you're the first one out with your snowblower on the sidewalk, you'll go right down the whole street and do it. You know what I mean? So, and then, vice versa. Someone did my sidewalk the other day. So if I'm out there before everybody else, I'll just keep going. You know what I mean?
That's good. That's important.
Yeah. So, and
how long do you think it will take for your son to shovel the entire place?
It all depends on what the accumulation of snow is. You know what I mean? Like the other day, like after that big storm we had a lot of snow in our driveway, and there was probably at least 2 feet of snow in our driveway. And he was out there for probably at least an hour, but then he also had help from my neighbor across the street with his snowblower that did the end of my driveway with all the real heavy stuff with the plows pushed in. So So yeah, so he was out there shoveling the powder pretty much. But like I said, if he would have, it would have been a night. He would have been out there for. He wouldn't have done it all in one shot. Let's put it that way. But he's a hardhead like me, so he probably would have stayed out there until he was numb or got it done. So
Wow.
he's one of those guys who, my son's just like that. He's when he gets something in his head, he just keeps going. You know what I mean? So
Well, he took it from you then.
yeah, oh for sure, and then from my father too, because that's in the blood anyway. But yeah, no, yeah, everybody's pretty good to each other over here, ALV. I can't complain. My old neighborhood, we all had each other's backs. You know what I mean? My old neighborhood, our houses were a lot closer together, and we'd literally be out drinking beers and snowblowing together and shooting the shit. You know what I mean? So, you'd stick the beer in the snowbank and then, do a little snow blowing, then, get the beer out, drink, just keep going. You know what I mean?
That's
So
great. That's important to know that you can rely on each other with the
well,
neighbors.
in the end, you can't control it, so just have fun with it for the most part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a part of our life, is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's nothing new here. It's like, okay, all right, gotta put the stuff on, gotta put the gear on and go out. Okay, see you in a few minutes. That's it.
Can you imagine being the neighbor of Tommy Stiggs? Hearing someone talking very loudly at 3 a.m. to see what is the situation on the stoop?
Yeah. If I seen some asshole in my neighborhood out with a coffee mug and a fucking robe, I'd be hitting him with about 7,000 snowballs.
Let's see what's going on in the room. What can be going on at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
in the neighborhood? Nothing.
He would-
If something
he
is
would
going on,
never-
then it means it's really bad,
He would never leave the fucking stoop if he was my neighbor.
Jesus.
Ever. So I'm waiting for someone to come by one morning, Andrea, and hit him with a car door when he's out in the middle of the road.
Jesus.
Oh, here's that asshole from YouTube. Dink. Oh, that's funny.
Did you manage to catch up with Dindu recently?
Yeah, no, we speak offline here. You know what I mean? We haven't. He actually helped me put up my photo booth a few weeks ago for a party. You know what I mean? So I did see him recently, but no, we do keep in contact on the phone and stuff. So.
Because I was away for almost a month, couple of weeks in Italy, couple of weeks where I was not feeling 100%. So I also had to sort some things out. I kind of felt like I was away forever, but this time at least, you took a break. I started to come back yesterday and things seems to be okay. It's not like crazy stuff up, and so thankfully.
No. That's the one good thing about us.
Well.
We do about the same sort of thing every time. I honestly haven't been live in weeks. Like personally, this is my first show in weeks. You know what I mean? Like I just don't go on live much anymore. Like I said, I haven't been in the best of spirits, and I don't know, why should I come on if I'm in a shitty mood? You know what I mean? What was I gonna say? Oh, let me ask you this, Andrea. So you said you were out, not listening to YouTube so you basically ignored it the whole time you were home, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you feel cleansed a little bit mentally, or
Not really, I was really busy with a lot of stuff at home, so it was not like I had to detox myself from YouTube or stuff like that. It was a different kind of stuff that I had to do, that I had to spend time with, So.
No, I understand. I'm just messing around. I just think it's funny because, all of us in one way or another are addicts here. We follow each other around on everybody's shows in different time slots, whether it's, at the crack of dawn or super late at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that's why I said, did you feel cleansed that you didn't hear any of us or any of the drama or bullshit that goes on with this stuff?
No, it was really, really, really good. To be honest with you, every time that I go back, I get really homesick,
Yeah.
Every time
Oh God, yeah.
Italy is just such a beautiful country. It has so much to offer. So let's see. Unfortunately, now my work requires me to be here in Hungary, but we will see. We will see what will happen soon, I might very well go to Mexico and do something legal so I can cross. We will see. We will
Yeah, yeah, you might have to. Yeah, yep, yeah, you might have to join a cartel and then come over.
see.
So
But honestly, yeah, the thing about here is I had in the past to unsub from certain channels because I
yeah,
felt like those channels were not giving me happiness, But there are
yeah,
some other channels in which I had so much fun. I laugh a lot, and that was the main reason why I actually started to spend time on YouTube,
yeah,
because I want to have a good time. The other time, who was the guy that mentioned that? I think it was Sino Evil. He used the perfect term, and he was like, you should come here on YouTube just to ensure that you pretty much detox. You pretty much disengage from life, you relax. That's it. So
right, yeah,
we
and
were all
then
a bit guilty, We went on all of those channels where there was drama. We got sometimes a bit pissed off. We really dislike some people. Well, don't listen to those people and you win.
yeah,
You dislike them.
so like almost I don't know, about 3.5 years ago, I switched jobs. So I went from a pharmaceutical warehouse to a produce warehouse. So I went from working from with like side by side with like 50 people a night to like basically nobody, like 5 people in a 100,000 square foot warehouse. And it was I didn't know what to do. I was crazy with it was so quiet. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't used to not being able to talk to somebody or break balls or anything. You know what I mean? Because we had I had a lot of good friends over at the place I left, and so and then I started listening to the shows and this and like the documentaries and then slowly but surely all the shows started coming out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then here it is 3 years later, and we all got a little thing going on over here and made a lot of friends, online and offline here, and that's like working overnights. I don't get to see much of my friends very much. You know what I mean? And everybody lives at least a half an hour away from me now. So it's this is like my social life. For lack of a better term. So
I fully see the point. But we also started with something, and then with the time, you try this, you try that, then you pretty much start to find what you like, with the time.
yeah,
And I kind of believe like this has been a sub community that people created, and they enjoy to spend time with each other,
exactly.
Unfortunately, we have some crazy laws. You can't drink and drive, So even if you go with some friends that live away from you, you can't have a beer with them. You can't do something with them. So we have this. We have internet now.
Yeah, right. No doubt. What's up, Baywatch? How you doing? But yeah, so it's just a matter of just people are with YouTube. You pick where you want to be. If you want to be involved in all the bullshit and you want all that negative and crazy attention, some people thrive on that. That's how they make their money, and that's the way they're probably like that offline too, in their own neighborhood, their own community. You know what I mean? And then there's guys like us who just like to sit around, shoot the shit, and break balls. It's just a matter of where you want to be. You get your option on this stuff. You know what I mean?
100%.
So
100%. So
that's the thing. Like it's I used to be in a lot of different shows. And then chaos began, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'm not gonna be here because I'm not gonna lie. There was times where it felt like I was getting like too involved. Like even in the chat, like you just get involved, and it's like then you take a step back and you're like, are you serious right now? You don't even know these fucking people. You know what I mean? What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? But it's been it went from being shows, and then you'd hear about, yeah, well, I heard in this community they dox people. Well, we don't do that. We don't do that on here. Well, then everybody started doxing each other. You know what I'm saying? So anything that you hear about another community eventually happens over here, or not here where I'm at now, but like in like the mob genre, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean?
jeez,
Like
the shit that we have seen. Jeez,
yeah,
in those years.
that's
And
what I'm
it was
saying.
crazy, It was insane. But at the end, a lot of people like us, we made a step back. We were like, you know what? Why shall I argue with someone that I will never meet in my life? If I
Right.
want to have a miserable time, I don't know, I would invite my wife to dinner, you know? Why do I have to argue with somebody
and
online? So,
and her sister, right?
oh, Jesus Christ, don't let me start with that.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah,
Sometimes when we have
Baywatch.
some arguments, you know, she's like, okay, now you called my sister and you say that we argue on what we argued about. Why shall I discuss with your sister? Because we are twins. She should know.
Really?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, yeah. Twins
Yeah,
are crazy, man.
I would. Yeah, no, I'd be like, no, sorry, not gonna happen. Yeah,
Anyway,
Baywatch. It is 13 degrees Fahrenheit here right now with a wind chill of probably below zero. So, but
she just came back home, so I'll need, unfortunately, to leave. But I wish you a really, really successful recovery. Stay strong. It's gonna go well. Just be positive, okay? Good,
yeah, I'm
positive
trying.
mindset, and you will see it's gonna go well. And get the support that you can from your family, okay? If you feel sad, if you feel nervous about something, remember your family loves you, okay?
Yeah, thank you, Andrea. Thank you so much.
Anytime. I wish you a great rest of the day. Bye bye, Todd Father.
All right, we'll see you. Thank you. Stiggs, is the dollar sign not there for donations or super chats or whatever? Because I was able to take them. I don't know, the last couple times, but then I did not turn it off, as far as I know. ALV. I did have to submit tax information in AdSense, and it said this was just literally within the last few days. Um, so I had to submit some tax info to AdSense, and I'm waiting for that to go through. So I don't know why they did that now rather than when I first got monetized, but whatever. I don't care. You know, there's a Cash App in my profile if somebody wants to donate, but no big deal. But yeah, I didn't even pass my initial money that YouTube takes before you actually receive money yet. So, you know, if it's there, it's there. If it's not, I'll look into it a little more, and no big deal. Um, like I said, there's a Cash App thing in my profile. If someone wants to donate through Cash App, that's fine. But I just threw the link back down if anybody wants to come up. If not, I'm probably going to shut it down because I do still have groceries in the car. And then, you know, obviously I got to go in and talk to my wife and see where she thinks the car got hit. So I don't know. Although I haven't seen the front of the car yet. I'm not going to lie. I'm just looking at the side of her car right now. So maybe it's the front end. Maybe it's the front end of it. Hang on. I don't know who's back there. What's up?
How you doing, brother?
What's going down?
Nothing, man. What happened?
Nothing. My wife said she came home from work and she slid a little bit and dinged the guardrail with her car.
Ah, shit.
So, but like I said, I'm looking at it right now. The way she made it sounds like she sideswiped it, but I don't see any damage on the side. But you know,
Right.
it's got to be in the front. So
Well, if it's just
got to.
if it's just a thing, they have those guys that know how to do that, dent removal. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. I know a lot of people who do that stuff. So I'm not. You know, the front end's not pushed in as far as I could see. So I'm not that worried about it. You
All
know,
right. You know what?
but
Don't put it through insurance if you don't have to.
no, God, no, no. And you know, I know how to buff stuff out. I know how to do a couple things, you know, um,
Yeah, because these
but
guys are really good. They do that. It's like a technique that they roll it out with these tools and then heat it up. They're good at that.
yeah, yeah, I'll definitely, like I said, I'm on the side of it right now. I'm tempted to get out and look at it, but it's, snow's blowing all over the place right
You
now.
know what
So
it
if
is?
I'm getting out, I'm going in the house.
It's so
So
icy. The cars are sliding everywhere. You know.
yeah, I was just a little surprised because her car's actually really good in the snow and she has 4-wheel drive. So,
Yeah, you know
um,
what it is, dude. It was cold last night. Then it got a little warmer, and then it got a little wet and iced up underneath everything. You know, it's like black
exactly.
ice.
Yep, exactly, exactly. So that's basically what happened was because when I went to sleep last night, the road, you could see the street. You know what I'm saying? You could actually see
Right.
the street, but you're right. It was probably wet from the salt, and then it iced over when nobody was driving on it, and then boom.
Exactly. That's how it
You know?
happens. Yeah. Salt just, and then if it's snowing, and a lot of guys over here in New York, but they salt us first, which I think is ridiculous because then they put the salt down, and when the snow hits it, it becomes like water, and then when it's gone, it ices up.
Yeah. So, like I said, she's okay. I mean, it could have been worse. You know
That's
what I mean?
it.
So,
No matter what, that's all counts.
yeah. So, like I said, the only thing that sucks is it's a lease, so it's got to get fixed either way if there is something wrong. So,
Well, you know what, dude? If it's a lease like that, usually they give you like a little leeway. So if you return the car, when you're leasing cars nowadays, they want you to bring the car back prior to the factory warranty expiring, because they want to put certified cars on their lot. If
right.
the car goes over the
Yeah.
mileage for the warranty, they won't
Yeah.
take the car back the right way. So if you do that, they usually give you a grace on like little nonsense like this.
Yeah, but
What's up?
unless it's a claim that goes into the Carfax, that's a whole other situation.
Right.
No, but if you don't put a claim on it, you know what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
Todd, what happened to your monetization? I'm sorry, I'm in and out of meetings. Did they take your monetization?
I didn't get an email saying it's gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, hang on. Can you still hear me? My daughter's calling.
Yeah.
You're fine, yeah.
Yeah. That's what's good about StreamYard, because you can keep your stream. See, that's what's good about StreamYard. You don't lose it. On YouTube, we will be gone.
It would knock you off, right?
Yeah,
So,
would've been gone.
So I got an email from AdSense, you know what I mean, saying that they needed like tax information. So I had to put like, my personal information in it, and then it said pending or whatever. So once that goes through, I guess it'll come back. I don't know why.
Wait, they asked you for this stuff after you were monetized?
Yeah, yeah, because I was able to accept super chats a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that's backwards. That's backwards.
Johnny, how you doing? No, yeah.
Usually make sure you have all that stuff before you monetize your interest.
Oh wow.
Unless something didn't go, unless I put wrong information in at first, but I don't think I did.
You might be just.
You got to go into YouTube Studio and look for messages. You might have something in there that you missed.
No, it does say, it said action. So you hit the action button.
Yes.
And then I put in, like, I don't ever remember having to put in my social security number.
Yeah, they're doing
that now. And then at this time, I put in my social security number. But at first, all I had to do was put like my bank routing number and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I never remembered having to put my information for, what is it, a W-9 or whatever, or
I don't know.
1099.
Yeah.
1099. Yeah, sorry.
All right, I gotta bang off 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
No, I know ALV. I had you, Carol, Edwin, a couple other people, Stiggs, I think Cletus. Like I think people did definitely send it, and it's still there. You could see that it's still there, but I didn't cross the. So here's the bullshit about
you better
when you
getting like a cash app or something like that, because honestly they're taking 30% anyway. So whatever the nice gesture is, the YouTube's taking it like a cut on it.
Right. So here's the deal. So I do have a cash app, all right, but not a lot of people have the app and they don't use it. So that's fine. That's no big deal. I'm not on here to ask for money, but what YouTube does is when you get monetized, you have to give them your first $100 that people donate. All right.
Okay.
And they still take 30% of that. So you basically have to get $130 of donations before you see a penny for yourself.
That's not cool.
So I haven't even crossed that threshold yet. So I'm not even pissed off that the fucking money sign ain't there yet. You know what I mean? Like, but it sucks for people like Edwin and Carol and Anthony and Cletus and whoever, I think Bucky gave me a donation the one time for my daughter's violin lesson. You know what I mean? Like it's helping me build to that point where I can get the money myself, but I don't see that yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think you should. You have a cash app on the page too?
Yeah, it's on my profile. Yeah.
I know, no, but like you can put it in the bottom of the.
No, I could. I
I
can
mean, no, in the title, you can put it in the title.
right. I mean, I can put this up. I mean, I've put this before up. You know what I mean? That says super chat, or there's the cash.
I
You know
know
what I'm
you're
saying?
better
But
off.
I don't
Yeah,
always
you're
put
correct.
that up. You know what I mean? I don't always put that up. I'm not why I'm on here. You know what I mean?
You know what it is? You're being humble, but you're giving content. And honestly, people understand that you're on here and they're helping you because they want to help you. You're not trying to. You're not begging for money. When they give it to you, it's a gesture. So don't take it that way.
Right. No, I know. I get it. But
I mean, you're on here. Everybody's being entertained, and if they feel comfortable giving you something, you didn't say give me money. It was just given to you, and that's nice.
so the last time I looked at when I went into the YouTube studio into the money thing or earn thing, it said pending. So they're looking at the information I submitted. So it should come back. And if it doesn't, oh well, it wasn't meant to be. You know what I mean?
Can you what do they call appeal it?
Well, I don't even know if there's anything to appeal. Maybe they just wanted information because maybe I'm getting more watching or more views on stuff that they're putting more commercials on my shit. I don't know. I don't know how it all works.
You may have like not verified yourself the proper way. The bank, whatever it is, it could be just that.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
verify everything or no?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Did they verify you? Like they want to make sure they're giving the money to the right person. I think that's how they do it.
Yeah, well, like I said, at first I never remembered putting my social security number in for anything. I remember putting a routing number and my birth date and shit, but not a social security. Now this time around for AdSense, I had to do that. So
I don't think you should have done that. I mean, that's just I wouldn't do that.
Well, everybody has to do that. You know
I
what I'm
understand.
saying?
I'm just saying. I
Look at
would
this.
try and get it in.
Look at that. Look at the wind. See the
Wow.
wind swirl and everything?
That's crazy.
That's my grill over there.
If you get an ENI, this way it goes off. It's not on you. It doesn't come back to you.
Yeah. Well, whatever. You know.
No, I'm just
Like
giving you a heads up. Because that's a different way to keep you out of the loop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It becomes like a not a business line, but it actually is like a business line. But you're doing business as Todd Father, and that's all. But you'll have an ENI number. It's a social security number for a business. So basically, you can take that, and you can get credit cards and stuff on it and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'll ever make enough to even put it on my taxes for the year. So,
No, I'm not saying you would. But I'm saying, but it's a safety net to keep your information off there. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. Yep. So, but yeah, so it's just it is what it is. I was actually gonna ask that earlier. Can anybody see that? But then I didn't want to make it like I was making sure I could collect money. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I didn't know what was going to happen because I literally within the last 2 days have been filling this garbage out. So
Well, you know what's funny? You say that. I had the other accounts, Evil, which was with the helmet, right? With the painted one, and I was on my phone. I think I did it to myself. I got a notification that someone opened up another, what do they call it, device. I didn't recognize it. So when I hit it, I think I shut it off. But now the account's gone. I had two of them. It was like a backup one. God forbid I got locked out, because when you get locked out,
yeah.
I can't find a damn thing. Not that it's a big deal. I got one still, but it was weird. There were two there. Now there's none. There's one.
Yeah.
I'm still learning there's like little tricks here and there,
Yeah. No, you're right, Gianni. I agree on that. But you know what it is there are some people that the super chats are just easier for them. You know what I mean? It's built right into the chat, and
Right.
all their information is on Google already, all their credit card information. So it's very convenient to the chat member to donate through Cash App rather than having to download another app.
But
and
maybe people don't know they take 30%. They don't know that maybe. So that's when they're doing it. They think they're doing something nice, and meanwhile, whatever they gave you, 30% is coming off the top.
Right. No, and I get it. But like I said, a lot of people don't want to do, they don't want to give more information out than they have to, especially to another another app or stuff like that. So I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. So So what's up, crazy kid? How you doing? So, but
How's your
yeah,
leg
it's,
today?
what's that?
How's your leg? A little better?
Nah, no,
I don't know,
no.
man. It seems like
It
you might have popped that thing by. I don't know. You should have been getting all this time. You should have a little bit of recovery. You know?
it for the first. I don't know. After I was able to start walking again, for the first like 2 and 3 weeks, it felt like it was progressing, and then it just hasn't really done much ever since. And especially walking in like a slushy parking lot, it don't help matters either.
Yeah, I know
So,
that. Maybe the therapy's not the proper therapy. You got maybe something different. You know?
yeah,
A
I don't have a
meniscus.
cash
It was a meniscus, right? There was a meniscus they fixed.
uh, it didn't get like repaired. They just took off all the garbage tissue. You know what I'm saying? The tear's still there.
So they just cleaned it out.
Yeah, and
Why
then they
didn't they,
drilled.
Why didn't they fix the tear?
I don't know. I don't know if he felt like it didn't need to be. You know what I mean?
Well, that would be a problem. They took out all the scar tissue, which was actually stabilizing the area, even though it was scar tissue. And now you got nothing there. It's floating, and the tear's still there. That's why you're hurting.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I gotta. I'm gonna be pretty. Uh-oh, he dropped off. I'm gonna be pretty thorough about that anyway. So Bucky says I don't have Cash App. I have fraud before. Oh, okay. So you never got it back. Yeah. No, I understand. Believe me. Oh, you got monetized. That's good. That's good, crazy kid.
I wanted to get
So
the phone. I hit the button by accident. Sorry.
nice. So, but yeah. So now, like I said, I'm at the point now where I need answers, and it's gonna lots riding on it. Let's put it that way. So
I think, to be honest with you, man, I know he's your friend that did the surgery. He may not have gone the right route with the fixing. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well,
Get another opinion. Go get an MRI again. You can get that, and have another surgeon look at it. Not the one that did the work. Have another surgeon.
yeah. No, like I said, there's a lot riding on the next few weeks here. So, I just, it sucks, but it is what it is. But what do you got going today? Anything?
Am I there?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone called the phone and just knocked it.
No, you're fine. No, like I said,
You should definitely get another person, like another doctor, to look at the knee through an MRI. Again, this way he'll know if it took or didn't take. Because X-rays are not going to show everything.
right. Yeah. No, like I said, I'm meeting him personally, and I'm just gonna lay it all out.
All
So,
right. Well, hopefully hopefully he's got some answers for you. If not, tell him start giving me the source right in the knee.
well, something's going down. So something's gonna happen. He mentioned Visco injections.
Okay, what's that? Is it the gel injections?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
mentioned that, and then I'm gonna mention PRP. So
Yeah, the PRP, and ask him about the BCP 157. That's the
all right,
inflammation. Takes the inflammation out.
all
But
right,
honestly, that PRP, I think Tony Silas said that he's done it and it worked.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna find out. Let's put it that way.
All right. Well, feel
But
better, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
So what do you got planned for the rest of the day?
probably a lot of snow removal and eating.
Well, there you go. You're doing snow removal?
Well, no, I'm saying my driveway. You know what I mean?
I know, but still, dude.
No, my son's gonna learn how to snowblow today.
Okay.
So he's,
A lot of kids today, they watch you fall from the window. Yeah, Dad, looks good.
yeah. Well, no, I don't mind doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never made him do it. You know what
I
I
know,
mean?
but you got a bum knee there, dude. You can't do that.
Yeah, right. So, like I said, I never minded doing it. Same with the fucking grass. My wife's like, you should make him cut the grass. I'm like, I don't mind doing it. I enjoy doing it.
Plus,
You know,
plus you do
for
it
the
your
most
way.
part.
You do it your way.
Yeah, exactly. So,
You do the
but,
Yankee lines, like Yankee Stadium lines.
no, but it's funny you say that because when we bought our house, the people who used to own it did that. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
if you looked online at our house at the pictures of the yard from like a drone view, you could see the lines that
He was good
and
with
yeah. So when I met my neighbors, I'm like, I'm just gonna lay this out right now. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I'm like I don't. I said if you're used to looking at that, I'm sorry, but I don't have the time or the patience to learn how to do that right now. Even though I don't think it's hard, it's something you drag on the back of the lawnmower or whatever.
You tell him,
You know,
listen, there'll be horses in the back, chickens and
yeah,
gooses.
chickens, DJ speakers, and photo booths. Yeah,
Right.
so. But all right, man, I'm gonna shut it down. I've been on here for a little over an hour. My daughter, I bought her some stuff from the store. She's texting me, "Where's my fucking muffins?" And so she's not swearing. She didn't swear at me, but I'm gonna get in the house.
All right,
So,
man. Feel better today.
all right, thanks a lot, man. I'll talk to you guys all soon.
All right. Take care, bud.
All right, we'll see you.
Bye.
All right, everybody, that is it. I am gonna go. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. I know I haven't been on very consistent, but I'll do my best to get back into it. I think I needed to do this show just to break me out of my funk or whatever. But all right, guys, that is it. I am gonna go. It is not super snowing right now, so I'm gonna get in the house, warm up, and I don't know. Maybe I'll be on tomorrow or something. We'll see. All right, everybody, have a good day. Be safe. And I will talk to you guys all soon.